I think they'll target this over. I think they have to. Atal with 3 left. Struggling against the spin. I think they'll target this over and say, Nazmol, you need to go for 15 off this over. And then it's 15 off 2. But that's easier said than done. That's going to take some good hitting. But they're going to have to target an over, and this is the one I'm sure they'll have to look at. Mills, as we've talked about, has that ability, but not an easy situation to come in straight away and start pinging it over the boundary.
That's a good bowling, attacking the stumps. I think that would be the key for Nazmul Hussain. As long as you attack the stumps, you'll have that chance of getting the batsman in some sort of a bother. Once you give him the width, short and wide, batsman will fancy a chance of picking up a boundary. That's one of the reasons why you saw the keeper coming all the way and having a word with Nazmul Hussain, just giving him a little bit of confidence that you've got to bowl straight and you've got to bowl on stumps, making sure that the fielder at the right areas. Is a busy cricketer, Mushfiqur Rahim. Once again, a lot of, this could be tight, this could be over. Oh my God! Now what's happening there? Both these batsmen in one end and the bowler trying to take the bails off on the same end. Could easily thrown it back at the non-striker end. Unbelievable. It's the nerves again.
It is a nervous time. Panic is setting in. McCullum took off, then slipped. That was the problem. Mills was all the way down. Direct hit probably would have had McCullum, but Mills was in even more trouble in this non-striker's end. Look at Mills, he's committed. He would have given him a wee push maybe. So he couldn't get hit the stumps at the bowler's end. New Zealand need to find the boundary here.
Yeah, trying to get a big shot in. Only a 1. Yeah, the good thing on the previous delivery was that there was not a run scored on the one that there was an opportunity for Nazmul Hussain to get the ball to hit the stumps. 28 now required from 15 deliveries. They need boundaries.
Yes, the rate is climbing very quickly. Started this over at 10. It's up to 11.2 already. Mills needs to find a boundary.
Slower delivery. Good thinking from Nazmul Hussain, because the batsmen were thinking to play down the cow corner, and they would like the ball to come onto the back, but that's the reason why he's bowled a slow delivery. And it seems that the Tigers are on the prowl now. 27 from 14 deliveries.
Well, the thing that's impressed me about Bangladesh's last 15 overs is the bulk to their fields. New Zealand haven't been able to find the boundary because the fielders have been in the right positions.
Once again, well attempted Yorker. They will be thinking for the second one. This could be tight. He hits the stance, but he's well in, isn't he? And there is a good running in between the wickets. Yeah, they've got to push hard at the second. They've got to turn the singles into 2s and 2s into 3s. But good throw. Picked it up, Mahmudullah Riyad, straight at the non-striker end, but he was well in, way in.
Oh, it's been 21 deliveries since New Zealand's last boundary. It's shown exactly Bangladesh have done the job that they needed. Look at that, 21 balls. When New Zealand have needed to find the rope, they haven't been able to. And that's going to be the difference at this end. Oh, McCullum goes big this time, and he does find the rope all the way, I think. Fielder saying 4. Look, very close. Nice power from McCullum. Into the over. New Zealand 189 for 7. Port and blow from Nathan McCullum. Last ball of that previous over. Really good shot. Very strong through that area. Just inside the boundary rope. Just what was needed. 21 from 2. Still going to take some hitting to get New Zealand home here, but we know both these players can.
How well he bowls. And this over. 21 of 12 fuller length delivery, didn't give any room to the batsman. Just a single. If he goes on for 6 singles, he still have a fair amount of good chance of winning the first match. But if somehow they can manage to pick a boundary, then it'll just tilt away towards the opposition. That's a good shot. He's hit that down the ground, but a good piece of fielding from Newzeland. They want to get back for the second, which is not there. This is good thinking. Kyle Mills was out of his track very quickly, but was sent back by his partner.
Very good call from Nathan McCullum. Mills wouldn't have got halfway down. Not the quickest between the wickets. Kyle really needs to land a big blow now. I guess Shakib would probably be the key man that he'd want to throw the ball in this situation. I guess the question is, who's going to bowl the last over? The other key bowler, Razak, already bowled his, finished his spell. New Zealand, again, will need a boundary in these next 2 deliveries. It's a brilliant piece of bowling inside the wide line. Mills has given himself some room to try and go over cover. Couldn't get near it, and in the end, good piece of work from the keeper. He actually hadn't left his crease, just gave himself too much room. Good bowling.
It's a smart piece of bowling from Shakib Al Hasan, seeing the batsman going away from the stumps and making sure he doesn't put back to bowl. Not straight out, it's gone up in the air, but will fall short of the fielder. Just a single. So the 4 deliveries Shakib Al Hasan has bowled, has given him 3 runs, and it should go and cross the target. 18 of 8 deliveries. Still 2 more deliveries to go bowled in this over. Bowling! Brilliant piece of stuff. And who else than Shakib Al Hasan doing the trick for his team. Fantastic piece of bowling. Watching the batsman moving the other side, leaving the leg stump, and then Shakib Al Hasan bowling in round the legs and hitting the timber. Super stuff.
Well, Nathan McCullum's gone across too far here. Exposed his stumps, and Shakib's good enough to hit his leg pole. And that's the end of him for 16. Nathan McCullum gone. Fold Shakib. New Zealand 192 for 8. Tim Southey, the new batsman at the crease, 34 matches, good hitting power, best of 32. Going to need to land a couple of those blows. Oh, that's a good shout. Nice and straight. Oh, he's been given not out. That looked like it was going straight on. End of the over. Good one for Bangladesh. 192 for 8 New Zealand.
$18 of the last over. That's what New Zealand requires to win this game. At the moment, Bangladesh the favourite to go one up. 192 for 8 after 36. This is the last over, and it will be bowled by Nazmul Hussain. Slow delivery. 5 more deliveries to go. Bangladesh going closer. And that's what they are thinking. That's the reason why they stayed back. There was a little bit of rain. The covers were on the field, but none of the spectators went out of the stadium. Rather, I sense that a few more come in to celebrate the victory, which eventually will go the Bangladesh way if New Zealand don't manage to pick up those 18 runs.
Swing and a miss from Mills. And harder for New Zealand now. 18 from 4. Really has been an outstanding performance from Bangladesh of late. Held their nerve under pressure. Took an onslaught early, and they really have responded. And look at the crowd. This place is bumping. Bit quiet early on. They've made up for it. That's the dismissal. Went too far across, trying to lap, and Shakib was good enough to hit leg stump. 4 wickets for him today. It's been outstanding. Action replay. That's brilliant bowling from Nazmul. It's out of the back of the hand slower ball, which is very difficult to bowl. But in this situation where the match is on the line, he's bowled 2 outstanding deliveries.
Well, they've already started celebrating, the crowd in the Sheribanga National Stadium at Mirpur, Dhaka. They've only won once, Bangladesh. And they need to, unless they hit 3 sixes, they will carve out the second win against New Zealand. Has hit past the long off fielder. Good shot in the end, picking up a boundary. Is it good enough?
Well, New Zealand needs some extra help now. They need a no ball or a wide. Good shot from Mills, but too little too late. The 3 balls at the start of the over really hurt. Swing and miss. Just hasn't quite gone New Zealand's way. They've been close. You have to take your head off to Bangladesh. Not being outstanding.
He's hit that into the gap. Fielder will cut it off. Superb fielding from Sharwadi Shuva, the 12th man. They'll pick up 3 runs. But it would suggest that Bangladesh would end up on the winning note on the first ODI of the 5-match series between Bangladesh and New Zealand. What a way to start the series. Superb effort from Sharwadi Shuva, giving 100% till the end.
No, that was brilliant. It really was. They've been enthusiastic in the field, taking the chances that have come. And they're going to go 1-0 up in this series.
Well, hit straight to the bowler, but he wouldn't mind not latching on to it, because this would definitely boost Bangladesh into the series. First win at home soil after 7 consecutive defeats. Bangladesh will go 1-up in the series of 5-match game. Well, it looks to be in a bit of a spot of water, but the celebration will continue. Full length delivery, he did it straight to the bowler, Nazmul Hussain. Went pretty quickly to his right. It's not an easy catch. Might have just hit him on the fingers. But superb effort from the Bangladesh team. Shakib Al Hasan, the first Bangladeshi batsman, a rather all-rounder, to score a 50 and take 4 wickets in a match, and that's the man. Mashrafi Murtaza didn't take any part after he bowled only 1 over with the crutch. Jamie Siddons would be a very happy man, and the crowd are already celebrating. Fantastic effort.
Yes, you have to take your hat off. Bangladesh victory thoroughly deserved. 2 wins now against New Zealand in 18 matches. And they had the setback of losing their captain. That man in shot, Shakib Al Hasan, scored 50 with the bat and took 4 wickets. They lost their captain early in the piece, but they recovered well and held their nerve and really were outstanding. Backed by a very vocal crowd that got behind them and made a huge difference. New Zealand will be very disappointed. They haven't played a lot of cricket of late, but the game was there to be won. Fortunately, they came up a little bit short. A lot of happiness in the stands. Those people have stayed on and they've got the result that they wanted.